Hey YouTube, it's Reese Shin. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment on my videos. Hey, new look, new hair, girl. I'm just saying. Anyway, so I've been keeping up with the Jussie Smollett story just like everyone else, and you know how I like to tell what I've learned from a situation because, again, the goal is to learn. You're going to learn from your mistakes. You'll also learn from others' mistakes as well. And in my opinion, where Jussie, he took it too far. That's where I think he went wrong. He took it too far. If he would have, I watched Funky Dineva, and what Funky Dineva is saying is that Jussie received this letter in the mail. And I think Lovely T said the same thing. He received this letter in the mail several weeks back that was very homophobic and was basically threatening his life. It was a crude drawing of, it was like a game of Hangman. Remember that game? So that's what it looked like, a crude drawing of someone being hung, and then it was, the address was the return address said MAGA. So when he turned it over to the Chicago police, apparently Jussie felt they weren't doing enough. So that these recent events unfolded was because he felt he needed to bring attention to this letter that he received. Well, in my opinion, with your platform, Jussie, you didn't really have to do that. You could have gone on YouTube or Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Christian Mingle, like my girl T.S. Madison says. But you could have gone on any of those platforms or all those platforms and showed that letter and said, this is what I was sent. And that would have gotten a lot of attention. Now it has become a international incident, and it's been blown. I mean, now I read on Facebook, one of the newscasters I follow, she was saying, the plot thickens, that now Jussie is being investigated. He's being investigated. Now they're not looking at him as a victim. They're looking at him as a criminal now. He just took it too far. With his platform, he could have just shown that letter and kept it moving, kept it pushing. No, he had to stage this very non-elaborate hoax. And people, now you've got Kamala Harris backpedaling, going it's not a good look. When you take it too far. He took it too far. And I feel for him in this situation. But when you take things too far, it's called really doing some planning. I've been working on my project management, what they call a certification. I'm trying to think. The acronym is CAPM, but it's Certified Associate in Project Management. And so there's these 5 stages of software development, or the life cycle of planning. Or when you implement a software application. And the first thing they talk about is planning. Planning. And then the second thing is analysis. He didn't plan that very well. And he didn't do his due diligence and do some analogy to really analyze what he was doing. He said his attackers were white. Well, but they weren't filmed. I mean, the one people that were filmed were 2 black individuals. He didn't plan it well on his phone. He didn't. I mean, it's just this. I mean, and I'm stuttering myself. Just on, like, there were so many. When the story broke, it was just so like, this doesn't sound right. And I was praying that this young man had not made this up. And the more stories more comes out, the more that's what happened. So what I've learned, YouTube, is that you really want to make a conscious decision to analyze your emotions, because I think he felt he was being slighted. I mean, I don't know for sure, but that's what it seems like to me. he felt he was being slighted. He felt that the Chicago police weren't taking that letter serious enough, so he was going to amp it up, or he was going to help them out. No, and it just backfired. So he didn't do enough planning and analysis to really ascertain if that's what he wanted to do. He acted out of emotion. He reacted from a place of emotion. And you can't always do that. There are definitely times where you need to react, and there's times where you need to take a step back and collect yourself and ask yourself how far you want to take this, and do some analysis. And it just didn't. Yeah. So I feel for him. Because this is just beginning.